Hey everyone, it's Lord Macho here from lordsofgaming.net. I'm here with Sandy from Yacht Club Games to talk about Shovel Knight Pocket Dungeon. How you doing today, Sandy?
Pretty well. How are you, Hector?
I'm doing good, So tell us a little bit about Shovel Knight Pocket Dungeon. It's like a spin-off of the original Shovel Knight or something like that,
Kinda,
right?
yeah. We're super excited. We just announced Pocket Dungeon yesterday. Shovel Knight Pocket Dungeon is coming to you as a collaboration co-development game between Yacht Club Games and Vine. And it's a roguelite puzzle game where it's like a fresh take on the Shovel Knight universe. So we're hoping people like it.
Awesome. So what can we expect from Pocket Dungeon? Are maybe like new enemies, or obviously it's a new way to play the game, right?
New way to play the game entirely. Yep, we've never done a puzzle game before. A lot of familiar enemies, a lot of familiar characters. There's a single player mode that takes you kind of linearly through a bunch of puzzle bouts against a bunch of enemies. You collect upgrades along the way. You fight bosses. And then we've also got some special features, like you can play as a lot of your favorite bosses, like King Knight, Mole Knight, Treasure Knight. They all have unique abilities.
Speaking of those, what kind of callbacks can Shovel Knight fans expect from Pocket Dungeon?
Yeah, a lot of them. You're gonna probably encounter most of the bosses from the other Shovel Knight campaigns. You'll get to play as a lot of your favorite characters. A lot of the enemies make returns. So there's some new stuff too, but we want to keep that as a surprise, I would say.
Yeah, cool. So now you talked about a little bit about what Shovel Knight Pocket Dungeon is. Just talk about a little bit about gameplay. So
Sure, yeah.
Can you break down a little bit of what the player is going through?
So what you're doing right now is, as Shovel Knight, your method of attacking is by bumping into characters. When you bump into them, that's essentially your attack and you do damage, but they also do reciprocal damage to you. So if you hit like a skeleton, or we call it a bone clang, if you hit a bone clang, it's going to damage you back. So there are things you can do to mitigate the amount of damage you take. When you take damage, you can quickly go grab a potion that will hopefully be dropping down from above, and that'll refill your health. You can also get upgrades and items that'll prevent you from taking a certain amount of damage, or half the damage you take, or
So there's a lot of mechanics to this.
There's a lot of mechanics, yeah. It's pretty deep. You can kind of create custom builds by getting certain upgrades that you prefer along the way.
Oh, really? That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So how would that carry over to later portions of the game? Because it's going to get more challenging,
Definitely
right?
get more challenging. Yep. So you're going to want to collect gold. You're going to want to make sure and create clusters of enemies. So when you destroy them, you're going to get bonus gems out of that, right? So you're going to get more gold for the bigger combo chains you do. You collect gold. You're going to go into a shop. Basically, you're going to enter shops, spend the gold on upgrades. The upgrades will carry with you and persist throughout your journey, and that's how you build your character.
Perfect. So Shovel Knight is very distinct for its art style and just its overall tone and style. How is adapting that to a Pocket Dungeon style gameplay like?
It's been a lot of fun. We love seeing Shovel Knight depicted in different artistic styles. Vine is an incredible artist and designer, and so he kind of set the pace for us, and we've helped create some new characters that are going to be exclusive to this game, like Puzzle Knight, which was a new character we announced yesterday. So Puzzle Knight was like a collaboration design between our development teams, and it's been a lot of fun.
Perfect. So how many people have been working on this game? And
so it's being developed by Vine, which is includes a handful of developers. Yacht Club is kind of helping out in more of a level design and polish capacity. So it's the Shovel Knight IP, and we're making sure that all the characters are represented correctly, and we'll have say in maybe how the flare rod from the original Shovel Knight game might play as an upgrade or an item that you collect, things like that. But
Right. Well, it looks and sounds fantastic.
Yeah.
So when can players actually get a chance to play it?
no release date just yet. So we just announced the game is in development yesterday. So hopefully people here at PAX will enjoy getting their hands on it. And stay tuned for new news and updates throughout the coming year.
Sure, for sure. Well, again, it's looking fantastic. Thank you so much for your time.
Thanks, Eric.
And what platforms are we looking at for Shovel Knight here?
Nothing announced just yet for platforms, but what it's playing on at the show floor here is on Nintendo Switch.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Thanks so much. That's Lord Macho signing off for lordsofgaming.net here with Shovel Knight Pocket Dungeon. Stay tuned for more.